Market's open. Boom, boom. There we go. Take off. Saw that coming. So that 15 got inversed right here. This has been taken out. Get rid of that. So this is like all-time highs right now. Yes. If we were to go with a yes. Southwest trade entry that it's flirting with right now. This is a bullish shorter block on the hourly that it's trying to get above. It's having some problems at constant encroachment, so this might be a Judas swing for the morning session with that NQ. You have a potential inverse forming. Why are my beautiful colors showing up here? Look at that. That's funny. So we got a couple more minutes left until the news driver. I don't have any like specific targets that can put an alert at outside of what we currently have. Something like over here. How to put this. Add an alert there. First percent of fair value gap is our breakaway gap. Five count on the 1 minute. Boom, hit my imaginary target. Let's see what we get with this hourly here. Small little fair value gap right here. Inversing that, it's gonna be a runner. She run up, OT of the price leg that inverse that here, and you can take that lower, but let's see where we are in the high time frame. Does this look like a valid breaker? Low, high, lower, low. If anything, like an inverse here, not inverse, but like a retracement into this range. So something like this here. See that from this block, if this, hypothetically speaking, if that were to be it, look for retracement level like right here into this new day opening. First presented fair value gap. And then looking at this entire range here, to see something come a little bit lower down here. See how that lines up nicely? So one could say this may be the high, given that we just hit four standard deviation. Stop loss will be here. Then you want to ride this down a little bit lower. But that's kind of a trade that I will not take. Nee, 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 nee. Wait, what? We just inverse this. I'll sell here with a small little stop loss right up there. See what we get with this here. Minute left for this to be inverse or change to delivery. Takes us down here to the new week opening gap. Then we have this lows down here. One 1.5 is down here. See if we can get a run down to that. Still 30 seconds left. See what we get with this. This could be an inverse right here. This thing right here. All right, so see what we get with this fair value gap on the 5. Do have this small little inverse right here. See if it just wants to retrace in there and not move any higher. That's good. No inverses here. At most, we might get a wick. Same with the 15. I don't see anything on the 15 second. So I'll stay put. Can't see how I go long right here unless we get something very dramatic move up. That's official. This four is down here. I think we just hit four here already for this hourly breakaway gap. So repurpose this here. See if that inverses. Still some time on the hourly to understand if that's going to be 4 hour, if that's going to be a breakaway gap. But we are near an 8 OTE. So we are at OT. See how we respond to this. Move my stop loss above the current 5 minute high. This is how we look. Alright, see we inverse this here. If we do, then I'm looking to go in. 30 seconds left. 15-minute two looks good. See what we get with this here. Alright, I like that. So I'm going to, let's see what we get with this minute here. Alright, so we got an inverse. Go ahead, sell there. So we can come down here for take profit. Observing what's happening on the 1 minute. This bullshit block here. See what we get with that. Put my stop loss right here. Might hit though. Keep it open. All right, stopped out there. All right, I'll get out there too. So got 50 points on the move from up here. We got stopped out. Tight stop loss, trying to target these lows down here, but didn't work. Uh, that's it for me for right now. I'm just gonna chill out till we have this news driver come out in a few minutes. I think that's the responsible thing to do. All right, so we took out this drawn liquidity here. Now we're moving up. I got out of my position. One of the things we can do now, still bearish. 7 minutes left. Look at that. I'm getting rid of this. And for the 4 hour, oh no, that's, yeah. I don't know why I had that there. I think I meant 1 hour. Yeah, so we can get rid of that. So we just went to the retracement, and the question is asked, where are we gonna go? We have this small little fair value gap right in here that we can run up to. And get rid of that. We might not come all the way down here, but we are going into this hourly fair value gap, which I am now realizing. So, all the inefficiencies down here. It's 15-minute. All right, so now what I want to do is determine if this is just going to be a fake move down. You know, we got this to deal with, and this to deal with, and we have this here as a possible 15-minute changes their delivery. I'll keep an eye on it. We need to close below this. If we close below that, then I'm looking for a short entry. So that means to run up into a premium fair value gap, volume imbalance, bear shorter block. Take that for short to go lower. Okay, so we're gonna do 5. Just remember, if you're going short, you gotta enter after something like that, or maybe return here. You can't enter, late. It's not how it works. See what we get with this. Sets of women to change their delivery. Can't treat it the same as the other ones because of where we are after taking out these right there. It's like how ES is flirting around with optical trade entry here. Midnight open, London low, London. So we had to do this range over again. See how we went to one here. That's the 4 hour. Boom, retracement. OTE for this range. It's officially now down here, but our weekly open. So I'll add an alert here. Get notified. I'll add an alert here as well. Get notified. We can make it down there. So we did that. So let's go out to the hourly. I think this belongs up here. OTE. I'm gonna get rid of this one here. This is London or Asia. Okay. This here is hourly. I thought so. We get rid of this one. We can replace them. We replace them. Put them like right there. I think that's where it goes. I think that's how it goes. Look at that. And this is a, oh, this is hourly fair value gap. Yeah, it's hourly fair value gap. So, yep, and we run out to OTE. That's why I said I didn't want to trust this one. But I want to see this now inverse. You have a fair value gap forming on the one. That's bullish. This OT is bullish. Inverse in this is bullish. Could very well take us up to first presented fair value gap or these highs up here. Let's see. News driver comes out right now. 1:52 seconds. There we go. See what's OT right there? We're into the body of what can be a 15-minute change to delivery. Let's see how we are. 15 seconds. Running into this fair value gap here on the one. And then we have another fair value gap here. OTE. Inverse. So let's see what we get here. Oh, this inverse on the 15. See that volume imbalance we got? closed here, open up here. The survey gap is holding. If I'm still holding on this position short, uh, just be like time distortion. So this is official, 15-minute change day delivery. He still got London low, so we might have S&Ts right here. We'll see. I'm gonna get rid of this. It's in the 1 minute, held up pretty nicely. Still got consolidation going on, so we'll see what we get. Still within that hourly. Fair value gap over here. 15-minute bullish order block. fair value gap is remain open, so take one there, stop loss up here, take profit down here. All right, see, got hit there. See this inverses. So there's that. There's also, I'll take this one here. OT here. Whoopsie. Get rid of that. All right, I'll go along here. Won't let me buy. So you can run back up here. Stop loss down here. Keep in mind, we do have this fair value gap up in here for the 5 and for the 1. Let's see what we do with the 1 first, as well as this volume imbalance here on the 5. So, see what we get with that. I like how the body's here, kind of respecting this fair value gap on the, what is this, hourly? Yeah, something like that on hourly. And like that, we're stopped out. We're right up to 1. So that was a retracement. Do believe we can go lower. Now for these lows down here. Okay. Um, ideally, I want to see us go lower. I don't know when that's gonna happen, and you know, gotta stay true to myself. So, um, there is an opportunity here, but this isn't an opportunity worth me risking capital on. So, with that said, I'm going to walk away. I got what I needed in this AM session, so I believe did well in the top step accounts. Overall, up almost, well, up 700 bucks overall, almost 700. So I think I'm gonna walk away right now. This isn't doing us any service. We can come back at like 10:50. We get alert there. Probably have a higher probability, or maybe 11, 10:30, higher chance of success versus what we are right now. So I'll just bow out gracefully and I'll keep the recording up. Come back when I come back. Peace. So, one thing that I understand about myself is whenever we see movement, that means, hey, we gotta go and be a part of that move, which is fine. This is where we are, where we grow from. So, low, high, lower, low, like these are the things that you want to see. When there's nothing obvious, if we're not at a higher time frame, internal, if we are in an internal range time frame, even if we are at a higher time frame, you want to see a setup transpire. So if you're a breaker, you're gonna want to see three lows: low, high, lower low. But we failed to go up there. So set alert here. If anything happens, you get alerted. Then you come back to look. But again, this happens. But we are at the 15-minute order block. We just had a quarterly cycle, so now I'm looking. We didn't take these highs out. We're about to inverse this here. The CFLT holds up here. So the other thing is that you will find a move like where we are right now, despite the higher time frame not showing us that, hey, we want to, move a few hundred points. So what do we do? Reduce size and reduce the frequency of trades. That's what we do. Like that's the system that we have to begin to, well, those are I think the parameters that we need to have if going into a trade. You keep your stop loss what you want to keep it at. You can keep your take profit at what you want to keep it at. But by reducing the amount of trades that are available to you, as well as reducing your size, you're managing risk. You're managing risk. And that keeps us in the game longer. And that's the name of the game, is to be in the game as long as possible. So as you do with running, you find your flow. You got to find your flow in trading as well, and just stick with it. Let the time do the heavy lifting. We already see 10 trades can do, 12 trades can do for us. So it's no problem there if you ask me. Whole time, this could be a three counter run down. This could be a pause, and then you get your next two down. Five counter run. I mean, look at these targets, man. This is on the 15. And then if we go out to the hourly, Usually when we tap into fair value gaps, we're supposed to tap in and go, kind of like what we did here. We couldn't even put a body over this. So now we're in here, we're just chilling, 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 chilling. Not only that, but non-farm payrolls tomorrow, and FOMC is tomorrow, which will justify these conditions. See that fair value gap, bullish order block? This is very, very constructive. Very constructive. Very constructive. And this inverse is questionable. Look how constructive this is, and yet we failed to move up higher here. And what this is we're generating liquidity. We're generating liquidity. That's what consolidation is all about. And we're doing this inside of a fair value gap. So it's like pause, suspense. What's gonna happen? I mean, one of two things is gonna happen. It's gonna move up and it's gonna move down, or it's gonna move down. So the question is, probabilistically speaking, which direction would it be? We're still in the premium in this range here. We try shorting and boom, we just can't get out of this premium. Look at this on the hourly. Just can't get out of it. This might be a swing low on hourly forming. If you ask me, it's 50-50. Look at ES slowly working its way down to that new day opening gap. And look at these S&Ts we had this morning. And I was looking at this and said, can't break it. OT. But I had no way of knowing this was going to be a swing high. But usually if you get a 15, you can then look to see if you have S&Ts. Like 15 would be like the lowest you would want to go for S&Ts. Although you can get them on any time frame. Here we are in the hourly. ES goes to optical trade entry. Now it's retracing back. So with all these factors in play, NQ hit an all-time high. Yeah, lower. These lows down here, below that 4 hour, right? But it can very well come down here again. Boom, storm through these highs up here. And we really do have market structure shift technically right here. Market structure shift. Then we take out this high here. Came out to LT. Okay, now we're coming out lower within this range here. Okay, do something, do something, do something. Like right here, these lows down here would be a good target. And what happens at these lows will be a good analysis. But one could say, hey man, I want to go short. Just redo your projections, you get all that answers, you get all those answers. But look at this consolidation. So you you wait time, you wait for a macro session, and until you can get more direction on the higher time frame, because the move's gonna happen. It's gonna happen on the higher time frame. You're gonna get plenty of moves on the lower time frame, just like you see here. The ones that you like to take after, a little bit after the move, which you can do on a higher time frame, right? Because it's gonna keep on moving. But when you get caught up in these consolidations, that's when we begin to fight, 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 fight. And it's like, damn, I knew it. Now it's going up. All right, now let me go in and get in. So it happens. So by reducing the amount of trades, you take reducing your look at that. See that? Boom. Let's see if this can remain open as a fair value gap. And getting in here is like, where are we getting out at? You know? But anyways, everything I just mentioned, that's gonna keep you in the game longer, and it's gonna allow you to be more patient with the 15, right? So that's your parameters, and then your sequence is 15 minute is your lowest before you look to go into an entry. That's where you look to go into your entry on your highest time frame. Um, Emotional regulation, alternate nose breathing, coming in the market with with the performance mindset, understanding that what you're doing is not equivalent to playing baseball, playing a video game. You're doing something. You're playing a game with a different board. You're not playing chess. You're not playing checkers. You're playing you. You're putting yourself in the game, right? So there needs to be like a coach-player dialogue, right? So there's that. Um, yeah, man. We'll just continue with that. Uh, I will have to run though, but this here looks like a good entry for a long position, and I'll get out here, right? This is something that I am willing to risk as a long position. Stop loss, slow right here, take profit. See if we can get those highs up there. So we are going into a new 15. I do believe this might be a bit premature on my part. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Um, Let me see if I can do something here. No, that didn't do it. I don't think that's gonna do it. Okay, we could try it. So I gotta go.